What's up with everyone? Sirasonilynx back here to give you guys another quality tutorial for free. Trying to get my subscribers up. That's how I do. Alright, so let's get right at it. Today we're gonna dive right into the timbre section. The timbre section. Alright, right over here. And this should not be like anything complex or complicated at all, except the image line does not explain it well. Come on, image line. You gotta give us a better manual or something. Put some effort into the manual. And you know, you go high and low in the forums, and then people are just like second guessing stuff. And sometimes they help, and sometimes they don't. So let's dive right at it, okay? See what makes it unique. See what makes it tick. On the top left here, we got our phase starts. So I put it at default. You turn this shit around, you can't hear nothing. No difference, whatever. But actually, what phases, for you guys don't know, I'll do a quick explanation. So this is a sine wave right here, right? So if you guys remember algebra class, this is 0 degrees, this is 90, this is 180, this is 270, and back to 360, which is 0, back again. So we got this. Look at the left top all the way to 360. Blah. All right. To actually hear this difference, you got to go to the A and B section, turn on B. And then by doing this, we're just changing the phase of part A. And since that phase cancellation occurs, you guys could hear a different. The phase of B stays the same. All right, random knob right here. We got a spectral random on the left, which is unique to this. All right, and basically it means it fires all of these things at random. So they got like what 516 harmonics or whatever stacked on top of each other. So all of these are versus this is uniform. If you guys look at instruments or recordings of real life, they're never in phase together. Nothing ever starts in phase together. So that's what random does. All right. And if you turn this to the right, you get running, which means that basically in phase, if it started right here, normally if you don't have running on, it will go back to this phase. Let's say we went into 90 degrees and then we stop playing, then it will reset at 0 again. Go like that. So if you have it off, it always sounds the same. But if you have it running, at the point you stop, it continues from there. Boom, 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 boom. Again, you can't hear with the difference. A lot of the times people use this on leads, and basically you'll have it, set to parts A and B, and then have one part running while the other is stopping. So it creates a diversity every time you're playing. So versus the same all the time. Blow. Alright, there's a tip for you guys today. That should be the end of the lesson. Alright, and then we got timbre windows A and B, 1 and 2. I guess timbre 1 and 2 it says on. Alright, and we got a mix knob in the middle. By default, we got timbre 1 as a saw wave, timbre 2 as a square wave. That should be self-explanatory. The secret behind it is if you actually click on this, boop, it opens up the timbre 1 harmonic level window right over here. Okay, for all of you guys to see. And I will explain like all these under the hood stuff later, but basically these are all the harmonics that's gonna be shown. So you got harmonic 1, harmonic 2, you got harmonic 3, all the way up to harmonic 516. And this is, like I explained to you guys in 102, Harmor 102, this is in a Hertz layout. Pretty certain. Yep. And so, as you guys could see, the last half of all of it is 1 octave. And then the first half is all 7 octaves. So that's how, Hertz. Remember Hertz and octave distribution? If you guys didn't get that, watch my 102. Yep, so you guys could change this around and then see how the timbre window changes accordingly. stuff. All right. Same with Timbre 2. Click on it, and it's shaved in a little wave like this right now because, as you guys know, square wave and a saw wave, the difference is that the square wave cancels out every even harmonic. So as you guys can see, all the even harmonics are canceled up in here. See, even harmonics are gone. All right. Now up to here is pretty self-explanatory. You guys might get around with messing with it. Now we get to some of the harder to understand stuff right over here. We got all these different ways of crossfading this mix knob. Okay, so this is Timbre 1, Timbre 2. We got the normal crossfade right here, which means I don't know if you guys know Serum, but in Serum there's a way to, you know, crossfade between the two waveforms, right? So just, you know, like on a DJ, you would, you know, have the first turntable and the second turntable, and then you just crossfade. All right. Subtract is basically you're taking it changed waveforms, but actually it's still a square wave. It's basically you're taking Timbre 1 and then minusing the square wave or whatever is in Timbre 2 window, so you get this jazz. So it just took away all of, you know, whatever the saw wave had. It's all the even harmonics. All right, so only this is left. Okay. Multiply is sort of like add, but it's like multiply. So it makes it reinforces the what Timbre 1 and Timbre 2 has together. If you guys mess around with it more under the hood, you will realize that that is what's happening. Okay. Maximum is they take both of the maximum values of each of the harmonics and plays it. You know. So let's go to Timbre 1. Let's just set this to something random. So the maximum of this is this kind of wave right now. First is a fade, which will normally play a square. So they're playing the thing together, okay? The maximum of the two things together. Minimum is the minimum of the two things together. So basically they're taking whatever the lowest, whatever doesn't have the least harmonics, you know, in the thing. So number 1 has only this many harmonics, right? Because of the setting I created. And then number 2 is basically minusing all the square waves and all of that, taking minimum values for all the harmonics and just playing that. Hope I made sense. If you don't, just mess around with it and then you'll get the gist of it. Not very important, okay? This one ain't, you know, all that great. I think Serum has a way better, you know, like mix sort of knob thingy, but whatever. Another cool neat trick is that you could drop off your, you know, your little stuff right here. So where are you? Maybe in Citrus? Nope. Packs, shapes, Citrus. So if you, and then you guys could see the Timbre 1 harmonic level change totally. Boom. All good. And then what also changes is the harmonic phase changes, because according to the shape, each shape has a different harmonic phase, right? Harmonic phase is the same for Timbre 1 and 2 though, so make sure you guys get that. Alright, and then we get pluck, which is basically works with this knob right here, and it plucks away the harmonics of Timbre 1 faster than Timbre 2. Okay. So you guys can see, and if we just do a fade, it's like this, but if we do this special pluck, let me actually change this up. Come on, let's put it to default. you guys could see that that's what is happening right now. You guys could see the saw harmonics, or the square harmonics are being plucked at a faster rate away from the saw. Okay, whatever is in Timbre 2. Nice. Again, not very useful, but hey, I'm sure one of you guys could come up with a neat sound design. Alright, and then we got the subsection right here, and then we got a little switch right over here around fundamental below. This adds sub below octave, a fifth, so octave, and then we get a fifth above it, octave below, and then a third above it, which is a major 10th from whatever this octave is. So we're playing we play a C right now. It'll also have a E right over here. Okay, that's what's happening. All right, and then we could also set this to below fundamental, so all three of it plays below. Ooh, coolio. All right, protection, harmonic protection is basically it's protecting certain things, like if you do filters and phases, and setting which of the harmonics always get played. So let's say turn this on, and under the hood there is harmonic protection right over here. So these harmonics are always being played. So let's set this curve to really weird so you guys could. So even if I do the filter, it doesn't disappear, you see? Versus if I just reset this, blow. You guys get it? We get clipping right here, which is sort of, they explain in the manual as sort of an audio compressor of sorts, and then you got different types of audio compressors. Yep. The thing to notice is protection and clipping. If you go to the advanced section, you guys could actually change the order of these around, and it makes a little difference, you know. If you guys don't know how Harmor works, basically it goes through all of this and then it goes through the global effects. Okay, so this is actually before all of these sine waves are produced, all of these harmonics are produced. So all of this is done before, and then it comes out as one waveform, and then it goes into the effects. All right, so harmonic clipping also has a thing right over here. So this is the inverse, so you know, the more you put it up, it's the opposite. You get sharp. This is a little different than a filter, but you could use it like such. This is all possible, obviously, because there's additive synthesis and additive synthesizer, and all of these things are added, you know, each of these harmonics are being produced at the same time. That's why this kind of harmonic this kind of clipping could occur. It's a little different. It's actually different than a normal compressor. They explain it like that so you guys could understand what it is, but the way it works is different. All right. And then we get the FX. The FX thing here is interesting because this FX volume envelope, this thing is, you could actually do it in A and B. What that means is, you see this volume thing right here? This is global for both parts A and B, but for this, for example, if I put the volume down on just B, so I could do stuff like that. The effects thing is it at 0 it means it's just it's wet, and then up here is completely dry. Up here is the phase is inverted. You see how the phase comes out the opposite way? Yep. So it's 100% dry, inverted, 100% dry, just normal, and then this is the, this is the effects. Volume knob, this is volume and envelope, both are supposed to be like volume, knobs. And this is actually, I can't really explain it too well because I'm actually not certain what it does, other than change the volume, of course, and change how much the envelope is being applied to the thing. But if anybody got any suggestions, I went high and low on the forums for this, read through the manual a couple times. They don't explain shit. So image line people, please let me know what's up. The closest thing I got to this is that this actually affects the harmonics, not so much as a gain thing where you just turn the entire volume up, but it has something to do with, the gain of the harmonics. Same with this auto knob right over here. This auto gain knob, it's supposed to be like, if like a normalized thing. So if you have a low volume thing, then it puts it up. If it's too over the top, it puts it down. Make sure it doesn't clip and stuff. And this thing you could also change in the advanced section to relative or absolute, which I have no idea what this does. Again, it's probably not that useful anyways, but if somebody knows, let me know. All right. And this volume and envelope thing, this is this volume art right here. Volume articulation is that. So you guys could also change the order for it if you want. All right. And then we got these 3 buttons right here. Boom, 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 boom. All right. They got a attack time and attack scale, but they don't have a release time. They only have a release scale. I don't know why, man. Ask the image line guys. Basically what this does is, the harder my velocity is, if I have this off, see how the attack is going up? No matter how hard I press it, this is really hard right now, this is really soft right now, and it always comes out as a constant thing, right? But if I have this on, it jumps, okay? Versus the second one, it doesn't jump. It always scales, but it depends on how fast it's scaling. So that's really soft. So it's always starting from 0 to 100, right? Versus this just jumps, jump. All right, and then release is the same thing, according to your velocity. All right. And we got these 3 whatever this thing, and this doesn't do anything. Haha, got you guys. All right, so that's enough for the timbre section today. Hope you guys learned something. Watch out for 105. It will probably be on the phasers and the plucks and the blurs. So till next time, peace out. Blow.